Whether you're planning on doing some car camping out of it or simply driving it to your preferred trailhead before embarking on an overnight hike, no vehicle is quite as well suited to camping as the sport utility vehicle. Like trucks, Sport-utes offer the added ground clearance and payload and towing capacity to haul ample people and cargo. Like cars, they offer a completely enclosed space for making sure valuable items don't fly away, either due to breeze or theft. A few decades back, choosing which to use as your camping vehicle would have been fairly easy. There were only a few types of them, after all, and they were all fairly equivalent in terms of capability. Here in the modern day, however, SUVs, both car-like crossovers and the more traditional truck-like models, have effectively taken over the new car market. It's almost harder these days to find a new car that isn't a truck or SUV than the opposite. Buick Regal TRX. For a short time, Buick produced its own, rather convincing take on the Subaru Outback. The Regal TRX is an all-wheel drive wagon that has a potent 250 horsepower turbocharged engine and 8-speed automatic. It's a smooth riding machine. Unlike the Outback, the Buick has just 5.7 inches of clearance. That's not enough for serious off-roading but plenty for a camping trip down a dirt road. The Regal is cool because it can really swallow a lot of gear, 32.7 cubic feet with all the seats in place or 73.5 with them folded, just slightly more than the Outback. The anchor points in the cargo hold are movable, which is neat, and Buick says the roof rack can handle an impressive 220 pounds. The only real drawback here is the vehicle's sheer scarcity. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid launched in 2016 and provided a major boost in fuel economy as well as an innovative electronically managed all-wheel drive system. That hybrid tech allows this RAV4 to hit 34 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway. Even better, the hybrid's battery pack doesn't compromise cargo hauling, because there's still a solid 71 cubic feet of space when the rear seat is folded. If the notion of a small, fuel-efficient, and roomy camping machine sounds appealing, the RAV4 Hybrid might be one to check out. Chevrolet Suburban 2500. When you need an SUV that can handle serious work, the Suburban is always a good tool. The most capable of the breed is the 2500 or 3/4 ton variety, a model that equates to a heavy-duty pickup truck in terms of its hauling ability. The 2013 Suburban was the last of this generation, and it came with a hulking 6.0-liter V8. The Suburban 2500 can haul 9 passengers, carry around 2,200 pounds, and tow almost 10,000 pounds. This is a great platform to load down with camping gear for the long haul because this Chevy can easily handle the extra weight. And because the Suburban is so long, it's roomy enough for 2 or more to sleep with lots of space left over. Downsides? Fuel economy is pretty terrible and these 2500 models are rare, so you'll struggle to find them for sale. Nissan Xterra. One of the coolest Nissan SUVs was the Xterra. The original model launched in 2000 as a bare-bones, budget-friendly 4x4. It sold well. When it hit in 2005, the larger second-generation model used a big 261 horsepower 4.0-liter V6. This Xterra offered more room inside and more capability. The 2011 model year brought the highly capable Pro 4X package with larger tires, a locking rear differential, and Bilstein dampers. It was an excellent off-roader, one that was offered in both manual and automatic transmission. The Xterra was like Nissan's 4Runner, so expect the two to have similar performance on road and off. Inside, the Xterra is utilitarian and offers about 66 cubic feet of space with the rear seat folded. What's cool is that every Xterra comes with a roof rack rated to 150 pounds. Some also have a gear basket that can handle 30 pounds on its own. Chevrolet Express 1500 AWD. Want a camping van with all-wheel traction but don't want to spend tens of thousands on a new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 4x4? Chevrolet offered an all-wheel drive option on its 1500 series full-size Express van from 2003 to 2014. Under the hood? GM's strong 310 horsepower, 5.3-liter V8. The AWD option allows this van to leave the pavement behind and tackle some mild but adventurous terrain on the way to the campsite. The light-duty 1500 series trucks rode on a 135-inch wheelbase and delivered a maximum cargo capacity of 216.2 cubic feet. That's enough room to set this rig up nicely for camping adventures. Just keep an eye on the weight of those accommodations, as the van's near 1,600-pound payload could be used up quickly. We'd add slightly taller all-terrain tires for a bit more ground clearance and have a blast with this truck. The case for all-wheel drive. Campsites and the roads that lead to them are incredibly varied. Some sites can be accessed from the pavement and have bathrooms nearby, which is quite convenient. But many recreational campers want to tread a little further away from civilization. And that means leaving the paved roads behind. Dirt roads that lead to remote locations tend to become a little less like roads and more like trails the farther you go. If this sounds like a fun adventure, consider choosing a vehicle with all-wheel drive and more ground clearance than a typical car. To reach truly remote locations, you'll need to take off-road trails. Go for a vehicle with a classic four-wheel drive system that includes low-range gearing. In short, be sure to know the type of terrain you want to explore before buying a vehicle. The deeper you go, the more you bring. Pack your vehicle for just one overnight, and you will realize just how much stuff is required to camp out. The longer your trip, the more things you'll need to bring with you. Extra food, water, and clothing take up space and add weight. Venture further into the wild in a 4x4 and you might want some specialized off-road equipment, too. To be well prepared for off-road exploring, stock your vehicle with basic emergency supplies, recovery gear, and perhaps a few tools, too, should something break, and something usually does. Yes, this stuff will add even more weight to your vehicle. How much cargo space do you need? Once you have an idea where you might travel and for how long, you can zero in on the best vehicles for that lifestyle. No surprise, a larger SUV, pickup truck, or van will provide the most space and have the ability to carry more weight. But smaller vehicles are more maneuverable and easier to manage on tight trails. Many campers strike a balance. They get vehicles that can carry lots of equipment and remain highly maneuverable. That's why it's essential to know how many cubic feet, foot, of cargo space is available with the seats up and with them folded. This will provide a standardized number for comparisons, and it will help you figure out if the vehicle you're eyeing can carry what you will need. How much cargo weight can your car carry? You need to know how much weight the vehicle can handle, that is called the payload. This spec can be found on the inside of the driver's door jamb or in the owner's manual. Be aware, the total payload weight can add up very quickly. For example, a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited has a payload that ranges from around 850 pounds up to 1,300 pounds, depending on how the vehicle is optioned from the factory. That number doesn't just count the weight of the cargo on board, it also includes the people. So two 200-pound passengers and their gear could take up a sizable chunk of Wrangler payload. And that's assuming the Wrangler owner has not bolted on serious off-roading equipment. That electric winch and those heavy-duty steel bumpers add serious weight. One way to shave some weight from the camping equation is to forego the tent option and sleep inside your vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.